What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. Today is Tuesday, which means it is time for some DC Comics. Starting us off, we're diving into the dawn of DC with Titans issue number 2. With this series spiraling out of Dark Crisis, the Titans have taken over, filling the shoes of the Justice League. They have become the premier team, with the new Titans Tower being erected in Bloodhaven. But before they can truly even get their feet on the ground, there has been a death in the family. Wally West has died, though we have no idea who is responsible. With the Titans now being the premier team, they have their hands full trying to solve this murder mystery. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up in Bloodhaven at Titans Tower. And with the Titans taken over as the premier team, this was supposed to be their time. This was supposed to be the dream. But this has turned into nothing more than a nightmare. Because the fastest man alive, he will never run again. Wally West, the best friend to Nightwing, has been murdered. As everyone crowds around his body, in disbelief that this has happened, Nightwing goes to make the call to Linda to let Wally's wife know that he is passed, that somebody has murdered him. And so as Nightwing walks off, he goes to make this phone call, and Linda did not answer the phone. In a flash, we have the arrival of Wally West. Because Linda is not the one that answered the phone, the Flash was. Showing up at Titans Tower, he sees his own dead body. And while everyone has a moment of relief, Wally West is not dead. At least not yet. After doing their examinations, after doing their scans, magical properties, all of this, they have come to the realization that this is no clone. This is in fact Wally West. It is just Wally West from the future that has died. With the limited time that Wally had, he traveled back to get them, to let everybody know that he was murdered, and to try and help them solve this murder before it ever happens. With Nightwing doing the autopsy, he has come to the understanding that he must have gone onto the cosmic treadmill. Using the cosmic treadmill, Wally had gone back into time, into present day where we currently stand. More than that, there are traces of wood smoke and ash in the suit. More than likely, this is related to some kind of forest fire. And then Wally had been shot in the back at close range. This leads Nightwing to believe that this could be somebody he knows or even possibly somebody he trusts. This is when Oracle comes over the comms letting them know that there is an emergency. A giant blast has just taken out a huge chunk of forest. The origins of this blast remain unknown, but they do know that the fire is spreading. It is doing so at an alarming rate. And so as the Titans prepare to head out, Wally West is being told that he is staying behind. After picking up traces of a forest fire on his suit, they cannot rule out the possibility that this is the moment where something happens to him. And so Wally is staying behind. Him and Nightwing are going to try and figure out what is going on. And while reluctant to stay behind, the rest of the Titans head out, with Nightwing putting Donna Troy in command. Cyborg opens up one of his boom tubes and they end up at the forest fire. A massive crater and flames going in all directions. Donna gives her commands and everybody jumps into action. With a water reservoir very nearby, Cyborg and Raven, they go to collect the water. The two of them both being able to open up portals. They open up these portals and we see the rain come. In a matter of moments, this fire is completely extinguished. And as they begin to investigate, they find a tractor with some individuals that were hired to do some of this work, part of an illegal tree clearing operation. And while Gar is more than ready to tear these guys apart, Cyborg ends up doing a scan of the crater, and what he learns is that this energy signature is very familiar. What started this fire was Tamaranian. As this puzzles all of the Titans, they head back to Titans Tower later that evening. Everybody relaxing, everybody just having their own little discussions. Donna Troy and Starfire having a conversation about how Nightwing had put Donna in charge. It was very sudden, it was very quick, almost as if she's insecure about the idea of just being thrown into leadership. But while everybody is relaxing, really unpacking the new tower, they turn on the TV and what they see is Brother Blood being welcomed onto a talk show. He is here to talk about the Church of Eternity, no longer going by Brother Blood. He is going by Brother Eternity. He is claiming that he has turned over a new leaf, that this new church he is creating is one for humanity, not one for salvation. This is a church for the living, and he is asking all of his followers, all the people that may be watching, that forgiving his past transgressions is the only way to move forward. That what he does now is for the poor, it is for the hungry, it is for all of humanity. Now, Brother Blood obviously has a bad reputation. In the past, the Church of Blood has done some horrible things, had some run-ins with some of the greatest heroes, and he fully admits this. The Church of Blood has been monstrous. He understands that people might be apprehensive, that there might be some distrust. That's why he has gotten one of the Titans to join their ranks in the church. That individual is Garth, a Prince of the Seas and also known as Tempest. With Garth's arrival onto this talk show, we see all of the Titans' jaws just drop. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Unfortunately, just another very short issue. How short these issues are, lacking so much context, lacking so much depth, is very disappointing, especially when you're out here spending $5 a comic. You know, comics these days are just feeling so freaking rushed. But obviously, the big thing about this comic is that Wally West is not dead. At least, not yet. And while there was a disaster, it was over in 2 pages. The big focus of this comic is Tempest. It is Brother Blood, or now Brother Eternity. And these two seem to be working together. And we have to assume that Brother Blood, he is manipulating the situation in some way, shape, or form. That he has tricked Tempest into believing that he is doing the right thing for humanity. That he is out here trying to save the oceans. This is why Tempest didn't join up with the Titans. And we all have to see that this has gotta be ending badly. That Brother Blood's intentions, while he says they are good, we know that there is something beneath the surface. There is something that we have yet to see. First, there is the death of Wally West. And while that may be in the future, Starfire's energy signature, or at least a Tamaranian energy signature starting that fire, this can be no coincidence, especially with Brother Blood coming onto the news later that evening. This all seems to be connected in one way or another. Somebody is trying to bring down the Titans, whether it be framing them for something that they didn't do, or shooting them in the back. One thing is for certain. The Titans are the target, and one at a time, they are slowly being taken down. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with Titans, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.